I genuinely believe that the people of New York City should be cut a break sooner or later. You've had years of an administration that have just sent things backwards in the opposite direction from whence they came. And you had an opportunity to change it, to get a mayor in place who would actually give a damn about the values of New York, the values of America, and trying to get the city back to somewhere near what it should be. Instead, you've got garbage piling up in the streets, crime probably just as bad as ever, and the feeling that everything isn't quite happening the way it should be. And the mayor that you currently have in place really is a very large consideration with this. We have a similar problem in our capital city, London, in England. Again, a mayor, you think, how in the name of hell did he end up becoming the mayor of our capital city? You've got the same thing in New York. How is he there? How could people vote for this? I think of the really, really dark day back in, all that time ago to the World Trade Center, 9/11. No one on both sides of the pond will ever forget it. New York deserves a lot better than it's getting now. Now, I want to show you this. This is a tweet that was put out about Mandami. He's mad Americans don't like him shoving his Islamic ideologies in our faces. His beliefs aren't compatible with Western values. His wife is a racist, homophobic, terrorist sympathizer. Americans are rejecting Mandami for very good reason. Let's hear what he has to say.
I think anyone who grew up post 9/11 knows that anti-Muslim bigotry isn't anything new here. But to you, does it seem like there's something different or something new this time?
I think there's an unabashed nature to it, and it is being echoed from the highest offices in this country. They do so without any sense of shame. And what is remarkable about Islamophobia and anti-Muslim bigotry is not that it is bigoted, for there is so much bigotry in this country. It is that there are very few who speak up in opposition to it, the manner in which it has become normalized. And it is not exclusive to any one political party. It is endemic, frankly, to our politics. And what this kind of bigotry shows is a complete erasure of the million or so Muslims who call the city home, whose identity has often been one that they are made to feel as if is in tension with being a New Yorker. When, as I grew up here, I understood, and so many others did, that there is no tension in those identities. They can be one and the same.
I think anyone...
They can be one and the same. You know, in America, well, in New York, there's Irish American, there's Italian American, there's, Spanish, there's all sorts, and they all have a shared ideology, a shared thing. They are New Yorkers. But when you have a mayor such as Mandami and his, let's say, crazy policies coming into place, wanting to shovel this ideology down everybody's throats, this is not New York, this is not America any more than it's England. And I'm still at a loss to understand how someone like that has ended up in power. Somebody explain it to me. Stick it in the comments. We need to understand. It's obvious that that ideology, that way of thinking, is not compatible with the Western world. It's not compatible with New York City. It's not compatible with London. It's not compatible with any of us. Yet here we are in this place discussing all this again. What's going to happen when there's another mayor election, if we get that far? I know retired cops from New York who describe a place which was very much different to what we have now. Safe, secure, affordable. Everything ran. And you had to really give and put down some hard work, hard times to make it so. And then in a heartbeat, everything changed. America, New York needs a break. I don't think they're going to get it with Mandami. I want to show you one other thing as well. And it's this thing here. I have a problem when you have the ideology of others coming into positions of authority. They bring their contorted opinions with them about stuff that's going on in the outside world. You know, listen to this one.
I say this as over the past few years, as we've witnessed a genocide unfold before our eyes, there has been deafening silence from so many. For those who have long cared about universal human rights and the extension of them to Palestinians, silence, however, is nothing new, for Palestinians are so often left to weep alone. Yet former President Robinson has never been silent. Not when she was president, not when she was High Commissioner for Human Rights, and not in the decades since. As she once said, commemoration is a moral act. Her solidarity is many things: unwavering, sincere, and chief among them, Irish. Irish solidarity is no coincidence. Who can better understand those who weep than those who have been made to weep for so long? The story of the Irish, both in Ireland and in New York City, is at one time a story of oppression, of subjugation, and of discrimination. As we know, it was on Irish soil that the British Empire developed their colonial project. So much of the exploitation later imposed elsewhere across the world was first honed in the plantations of Ireland. And yet when I think of the Irish, I do not think first of oppression. I think of resistance. I think of unity. I think of corned beef and 96-minute Troy Parrott goals and the Pogues' fairy tale of New York. Above all, I think of that solidarity.
It's St. Patrick's Day. It's St. Patrick's Day, for crying out loud, from the point of view of that video. All he had to do was celebrate the Irish American population, and acknowledge why they are celebrating and that history of Ireland. But like anything else, they bring in their own political views into it about other things that aren't American. You see what's going on here. Now, one of the things that America got from the English Act of Settlement, the Bill of Rights particularly, was the ability to block people like Mandami from being elected to the office for which he holds for very specific reasons, for protection for the state, you know, and that is just being completely and utterly subverted, ignored, and moved to one side. It's part of the Constitution, the same way it was the English Constitution, the English Act of Settlement, the English Bill of Rights. And I've got to say what I did at the beginning. New York deserves a break, very much so. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you very much for listening. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're doing good. We're doing real good. Share me with your friends. As always, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.